Welcome back to another episode of Rock Boys Football. Something's happening in Gainesville, Florida. I'm sure many of the Florida fans have saw the news or at least saw what was going on. You obviously had DJ Lagway on, kind of a surprise visit. Jeremiah Smith in the building as well. This would be a massive flip. Obviously, Jeremiah Smith, the number 2 player in the country, according to 24/7 Sports. Very good friends with DJ Lagway. And we say this all the time. Having that 5-star quarterback, that becomes your best recruiter, especially when you're going after those top-notch wide receivers. Before we get into kind of the storyline that we're going to be taking a look at, I just want to say thank you to you guys. The 2024 class and the recruiting trail is starting to heat up, and we've been talking a lot of recruiting. So if you guys do enjoy the content, consider subscribing to the channel. And then Florida Gator fans, we'll be breaking down that spring game in a couple of weeks. I'm very excited to see that quarterback battle with Graham Mertz and Jack Miller. But let's get into this story. So we're gonna do a little social media hunting here. I'm sure many of the Florida Gator fans, at least if you follow recruiting, saw the picture. DJ Lagway, Jeremiah Smith. Now, talking about Jeremiah Smith, this dude is very special. He's drawing comparisons. Brian Hartline said he could be as good as Marvin Harrison Jr. He's 6'3", 200 pounds, built very well, but a very smooth mover. I mean, there's a reason this dude is the number 2 player in the whole entire country, arguably the best player in high school football in that 2024 class. And this is a position that I think Florida – it hasn't necessarily been a talent acquisition problem. I think it's been more of a development problem. But the wide receiver play, ever since that Kyle Pitts year, the Grimes year, Kadarius Toney, that group has moved on. You haven't really seen the production from the wide receivers. Looking back to last year, and this was kind of our big question mark, and you won't see any bigger Justin Shorter fans than me. But the wide receiver development, the pass catcher development hasn't been great for Florida the last couple of years. Your leading receiver last year, Ricky Pearsall at 660 yards, Justin Shorter at 577. There hasn't been an alpha wide receiver in Gainesville for a very long time. Now, I will say I'm very excited about guys like Aiden Mazzell, Eugene Wilson coming up, but this could be special. And on top of that, you have JoJo Trader. We're going to pull this one up too. When Jeremiah Smith tweets it out, you also have JoJo Trader, another top 50 guy nationally, also considering Florida. Now, going back to this 2024 class, Billy Napier is already off to a good start. And I think Billy Napier got a significantly bad rep as a recruiter from that 2023 class. And it really came from the Jaden Rashada, I don't know, you call it debacle at this point. But when you go back and look at that 2023 class, and Joe, we can pull it up. I thought it was a really good class. It's not necessarily the top end talent, but a very deep class of a lot of bona fide 4-stars. Like, you look at the amount of depth and talent that Florida got in that 2023 class, you feel really good about it. And quite frankly, I think Florida Gator fans should be extremely excited about the potential flip with Jeremiah Smith. Obviously, he's from Florida. He's teammates with JoJo Trader. They play at the same prep school. Because Ohio State doesn't have that 5-star quarterback already locked in the 2024 class, and quite frankly, there's not many left, I think you're seeing a really good shot that Florida could flip a guy like Jeremiah Smith. When you're a wide receiver, you're looking at where do you want to play your next 3-4 years of college football. You want to be attached to a very good quarterback. DJ Lagway, although a little bit raw, I think from what I've seen, extremely talented quarterback prospect that I no doubt JoJo Trader, Jeremiah Smith are looking at him and saying, I want to go play for him. And it definitely helps when you have him already locked in, because you see DJ Lagway kind of making that surprise visit when he knows Jeremiah Smith is going to be on campus. I'm extremely excited to watch this play out. Now, Jeremiah Smith has said that he's locked in at Ohio State. Guess what? I ain't going to believe that you're locked in with the Ohio State Buckeyes when you're continuing to take visits, especially in your own state of Florida, with the 5-star quarterback that's already locked in. I think Florida has a very, very good shot at landing Jeremiah Smith. I think Gator fans should be extremely excited, because when you look back at when Florida was as dominant as they were a couple of years ago, I think it started with those pass catchers, right? Kyle Trask, a solid quarterback, but what I think really made Kyle Trask is when you're throwing to Kadarius Toney, when you're throwing to a guy like Kyle Pitts, that makes your job a lot easier. Anthony Richardson, for as much as he struggled with some consistency in 2022, did not have elite wide receivers to go to, right? You're looking at a guy like Aiden Mazzell, Eugene Wilson, and now potentially Jeremiah Smith and JoJo Trader. I think you feel extremely good if you're Florida with the development of this wide receiver and pass catcher room, all building around DJ Lagway. Now, I know Graham Mertz probably going to be the starter in 2023. Kind of a bridge quarterback. I think Graham Mertz can be good. I mean, if you remember him coming out of high school, top 100 guy, went to Wisconsin where it's really hard to put up those numbers. I'm optimistic about Graham Mertz, but if you're a Florida Gator fan, you're looking at the future. DJ Lagway, guy like Eugene Wilson, who I'm extremely high on, and then potentially JoJo Trader, Jeremiah Smith as your in-state targets. This could be a really good class in 2024, and quite frankly, it's already off to a very good start. I'm extremely excited to see if Billy Napier can close it out. Again, wanted to come on and just talk about a developing story here. Jeremiah Smith, JoJo Trader, potentially Florida Gators in this 2024 class. I will be staying locked in on this recruitment. And again, if you guys enjoy the content, consider subscribing to the channel. I can't wait to get into spring ball, summer scouting. All the support you guys have shown truly does mean a lot. So if you did enjoy the content, subscribe to the channel, lock in because we're talking a lot of college football this spring and summer. We'll talk to y'all later. Peace.